Hi. So I'm in a very giddy mood tonight, and I feel like I look like some sort of professor here right now. It's like this is Professor Kipper, and the class is Universal Laws. This lesson, why does your life suck so much? I don't know. I'm just in a silly mood. But this is the thing with law of attraction and manifestation. You decide your own mood. You can practice whatever mood you want. So I guess for today I have practiced the silly mood. So that's what you're getting. Here's another thing that I have been thinking about today. It's like, Kelly, do you ever do anything other than think about things? Yes, I do many things, but I do a lot of thinking as well. And I was just thinking about this phrase, practicing the law of attraction, which I have been using as well. And actually, it's not accurate. I shouldn't say I'm practicing the law of attraction as if it's some kind of witchcraft or you're casting some kind of spells or something. It's some kind of magic. No, it isn't. And then it occurred to me that technically everyone is always practicing the law of attraction. What do I mean by that? The law of attraction is a universal law, and it actually is just like gravity. You don't practice gravity. You don't apply gravity. Gravity applies itself to you, whether you want it to or not, whether you like it or not, whether you are even aware of it or not. The law of attraction is the same way, like the exact same way. Because, with gravity, it's not like I had this image before I started recording this video of like, imagine giving birth to a baby and the first thing they do is just like put this baby on a leash. And it's like you're just walking around with this baby on a leash up there like a balloon. And you're just like, well, I have to have the baby on a leash because the baby doesn't understand anything. And I can't tell the baby that there's gravity. So the baby doesn't know about gravity, which means that the baby is just gonna float off into space if I don't put the baby on a leash. It's not like that, is it? And then you wait until the baby is old enough to tell the baby about gravity. And the baby is like, okay, I know about gravity now. I am secured to Earth now. It doesn't work that way, does it? I promise I'm not on anything. It's just, that's just the thoughts that I think sometimes. That's just my brain. That's just my head. But it doesn't work that way. There is gravity that is applying itself to you whether you know about it or not. And law of attraction is the exact same way. It's just that if you don't know about it and you're not really deliberate about where you're focusing and where you're putting your attention and how you're feeling, you don't care about how you're feeling. Most people, they don't give a shit about how they're feeling. Not nearly enough. How you are feeling is like the main thing with this. It's the only thing you can control. You can't control conditions. You can only control your emotional state. You can control the thoughts that you think. And it's your thoughts that make you feel anything about anything or anyone. But most people, they don't care about how they feel at all. Maybe they care about it a little bit, but it's just not enough. But this is the main thing with this law. But everyone is always thinking something, and everyone is always feeling something, and everyone is always telling a story about their life. And that can be a positive story or a negative story, and then their life is a reflection of the story that they mainly tell about it. It's like the law of attraction is applying to them, even if they don't know anything about it. It's applying to them, and it's responding to the story that they tell day to day to day. And it's like you can be deliberate about that story. You can start telling a very magical story about your life, and then law of attraction will keep on delivering you evidence that, yeah, your life really is magical. Yeah, crazy things really happen for you. But you can also tell a very negative story about your life. And again, law of attraction will just deliver to you evidence of what you are talking about and feeling about things every single day. And then that is your life. And everyone is telling a story about their lives all the time. It's just that a lot of people not really being deliberate about it. A lot of the time because they don't know that they could be deliberate about it, and then they would get different things. I just feel like it's sort of like you only discover this law of attraction crap when you come to this point in your life where you're just like, stuff just doesn't make sense of you, or you feel like there's not enough answers to things happening. Like life doesn't make sense. Your life doesn't make sense. The lives of others don't make sense. This planet doesn't make sense. And you're just kind of like, well, what is happening on this planet? Why are these things happening? And you may not even be asking with your words. You may not be thinking, why are these things happening? But you can also ask subconsciously. And if you're watching stuff like this video and my other videos and other people's videos about it and doing research about it, that's what I was doing when I first found out about this. It's because you are ready now, most likely, to tell a better feeling story about your life. You want a better life, and you just want to figure out what the fuck is happening in this world. And, I'm not saying that this is the answer, because there are many different ways to get yourself to a place of alignment, which is, I feel like that's what everyone wants, because everyone wants to feel good. Like at the end of the day, that's what they want. And there are just many different ways to do that. And this is just this law of attraction and manifestation thing. It's one of the ways. But I would never be the person to tell somebody else that their way is wrong. Like I was on my way to visiting a friend the other night, and on my way, I saw one of the churches that we have here. We have a couple of them here, and I saw that there was something happening in there, and the church was all lit up, and I hadn't really seen it lit up like that. You could see the inside and everything, and I was just thinking, these people in that church, they are getting their answers too. They're just getting it in a kind of a different form, but it's not necessarily wrong, you know? I just feel like it's like a different form. That's a different way. Like if you're religious and you believe in God and stuff, that, you know, there are still ways to get into alignment. You don't have to be talking about this universe crap that I am talking about. That's just my way. But there are many different ways. And religion is not the only way either. It's like, as well, it's why I love this website. I love YouTube because I think everyone has something interesting to say. Everyone has their own point of view, and I think they should share it because that might be just the thing for someone. Manifestation, law of attraction is not just a thing for everyone, you know? But everyone wants to feel better. Everyone wants to feel good. So there are many different ways to get there. So I think if you have a way to get there that's like different from this or something that people maybe haven't heard before, you should share that. Because that could be the answer for someone. Maybe I'm a little off track here, but I'm just in a giddy mood. I just want to talk. I don't really have a specific topic today. I just was thinking that everyone is always practicing the law of attraction because they're always telling a story about their lives, and the universe is delivering evidence to you constantly about the story that you tell. And I know it feels like, well, especially if you're first starting out, like it feels like, well, I'm just facing reality. I'm just telling it how it is. If you're telling it how it is, it can't change because that's where your attention is. It's on how it is. And this is an attention-based universe, so you're going to keep on getting more of how it is. Like, I feel like that's why people's lives don't change very much, because they have these patterns of thought. They just keep on thinking the same things day in, day out, and then nothing can change because that's just what you're practicing. But law of attraction is teaching you that you can practice something else, and then you will get something else. Because it has to be that way. Your reality is a reflection of the mix of vibration going on in you. It's all the stuff that you talk about. It's all the stuff that you think about. It's all the stuff that you notice. It's the story that you tell. It's how you feel about these different aspects of your life. That's what your mix of vibration is about. And that's what's being responded to all day, every day. And you know what's also interesting? It's been responded to in this moment. It's always now. Like, as far as law of attraction is concerned, there is no future and there is no past. There is only now. So it's not like you have these things from 10 years ago that are being responded to now. Unless you're thinking about the things from 10 years ago. But it's not the you that was 10 years ago that's being responded to. It's the you now. So it really matters what you're thinking now and what you're feeling now. And it's in fact the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter what you were thinking 10 years ago. It doesn't matter what you were thinking 1 week ago. It doesn't even matter what you were thinking like 5 minutes ago. It's always now. And that's the thing with future events as well, that you're bringing them into your now. And it's a good question. What are you doing in your now with your thoughts? Because, a lot of people, they're very used to worrying, for example, worrying about the future. Do you know what worrying is, according to law of attraction? Worrying is using your imagination to create something that you don't want, and you're doing it in the now. If you're worried about something now, it's as good as you're creating a future event right now, in this very moment. And if you don't do anything about how you feel, you just keep on feeling worried, nothing changes about that, yeah, you're gonna get something to worry about sooner or later. But that worry is not telling you that there is something to worry about. It's not telling you that something to worry about is coming, as if there's like an inevitable event that is coming your way right now, and that's what your worry is about. It's not telling you that. It's just telling you that right now, in this moment, you are using your energy to create some kind of future event that is gonna be a representative of this feeling of worry. And then that event happens and people go, see, I told you so. I told you that would happen. But they don't even know that they created that in this now, and it didn't have to happen. Like, you could change track, switch gears. You could do something about that feeling of worry, and that thing, whatever you're worried about, doesn't have to happen. It's just, the whole thing is very interesting to me. And the more I practice this, because, I know a lot about it. Like, it's gonna sound so like self-important to say that you know a lot about something, but I don't know everything, and I don't know a lot about everything, but this is something that I do know a lot about. And I had that realization the other day. I was like, actually, you know what? I actually do know a lot about this. Because I have studied it for so long, and I've been practicing it for so long. And of course, I fall back into patterns of thought as well. I do. And I can also just react to things and not be deliberate about things. And I'm just trying to be more deliberate lately. And so far, so good. It's been actually working out for me better than just reacting to things. But I do know a lot about this. And it's just, this whole topic is very interesting to me. And the better I get at it, the better I get at noticing patterns, that pattern between how you're feeling and what you're getting in the outside world, the better I am at seeing that in other people's lives as well. Lately, I've had so many instances of someone, a friend or a family member, telling me about their lives. And of course, I want to be up to speed with their lives, so we talk about stuff like that. So they tell me about the events in their lives. And it's I am just getting better and better at seeing what is their emotional state, and then what are the corresponding things that they are getting in their life. So it's the more you practice this, the better you get, the easier it is to see these patterns, to see why you're getting something. It really isn't coming out of nowhere at all. It really is just a response. But you can't just listen to me talk about it. You really do have to just go out there and start proving this stuff to you. Start testing it out. You can't just listen to anyone else. And I'm not even someone that would tell you to listen to someone else. I really think that, whatever you are listening to, you do have to test it out for yourself. You should not take anyone's word for anything. So you can think that this is all crap, but you still, if this is interesting to you, go and test it out. We don't need to do so much research about it. Just go and see, start talking about something and watch it show up in a lot of these different ways. And the more you practice, the more you see it in other people's lives as well. That can be a very helpful thing for you and for them as well. So, ultimately, the law of attraction applies itself to you, whether you know about it or you don't know about it. Whether you are just reacting to things or you're actually trying to be deliberate about something. It's there at all times. It's just a mechanism of the universe, and it's not making any judgments about what you're focused on. It is just, I need to make a video about this, but the universe is basically your biggest yes man. Like, whatever you say goes. And it's not so much about what you say with your words. It's just your attention to something that is saying everything. Basically, if you think that you're the biggest loser on the planet, then the universe is like, yes, boss. Here's all the evidence about how you are the biggest loser on the planet. And if you start telling a better feeling story and you're like, hey, maybe I am not the biggest loser on the planet. Maybe I actually am kind of an okay person after all. Then the universe is like, yes, boss. You are kind of an okay person after all, and here's all the evidence about that. It just reflects back to you what the story that you're telling mainly is. And if you wanna start getting something different, you gotta get those eyes off of reality so much, and stop being one of these people who's just like telling it how it is. Because if you're telling it how it is, it can't change. That can be such a difficult thing to do at the start. You feel like you need to be truthful. But the thing is, the more you get into this, the more you understand how this works, then you understand that you can make anything true. You make things true with your attention to them. So you can make anything true about your life. It's just about practicing that thing that you want to make true. You don't want to feel like a loser. You want to feel like a good, kind person. You want to feel that way about yourself. Well, then you need to start practicing feeling that way about yourself. Otherwise, evidence that you really are that kind of person can't show up if you're just being truthful about your life, if you're just facing reality. Everyone is telling a story. And that's what law of attraction is. It is just the mechanism that responds to the story that you tell. And the universe just goes, yes, boss, it is that way. Whatever you say, the universe is just like, yes, boss, it is that way. So you can say whatever you want to. You can feel whatever you want to, I should say, because it's not about your words, it's about your feelings. So, I feel like I've been yapping long enough in this video. I'm just in a silly mood. I just wanted to talk with no real objective this time, and just wanted to share some thoughts. And I still hope you got something out of this. And I'm just gonna go and continue my silly evening. Okay. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time, and class dismissed. Bye-bye.